Bat Force Radio.
Bat Force Radio is rated M for mature, or should that be immature?
Grumps and Gramps, tons of laughs with Grumps and Gramps. Grumps and Gramps, tons of laughs with Grumps and Gramps. Grumps and Gramps, tons of laughs with Grumps and Gramps.
Grumps, where are you?
I'm here.
Oh, okay.
I was going to do the big reveal.
Oh, the big reveal.
Well, that's the intro.
All right, welcome back to another episode of Grumps and Gramps, episode 41. I'm Gramps from Dallas, Texas, and with me is this handsome fella.
Oop, wrong way. Yeah, there you go. Grumps from New York City.
Grumps from New York City. How you doing, man?
Good, how are you?
Doing well, doing well.
You
It's
broke?
been it's been a while since we last got together on our Grumps and
Yeah.
Gramps. I think we did the Halloween kind of stuff last time.
Yeah,
Skipped over Thanksgiving, but did you have a good holiday?
I did.
Yeah.
Had a great holiday. Ate a lot. Spent a lot of money.
Yeah. Did you have to do all the cooking?
No, I did all the eating. Yeah, I'm an eater, not a cooker.
Yeah. Same here. We went on vacation and went
I saw
down to we went down to like Miami, Fort Lauderdale for about a week.
East Coast trip.
East Coast. We saw the good and bad side of Florida. You know, it was sunny for about 3 days, and then big storm flew in, and man, I mean, it was like a hurricane. It was like a tropical depression or something.
Wow.
And that flight coming back, dude, I mean, white knuckled. How long is the flight?
Yeah. What's it, like 2 hours?
2.5, close to 3 hours. Not bad. Just insane amount of water that coming through. you know when they taxi out to the runway and you can see out the window a little bit. I mean, the airport was flooded.
No way.
Flooded. I was like, how are they going to get this thing down the runway? I mean, this airport is flooded.
That must be an everyday occurrence for them.
I don't know, man. And I mean, we took off and there was some turbulence and all this stuff. And I mean, it was a little unsettling, but the whole time I was thinking, compare this to like what some of those guys flew in like World War II in those prop planes on their missions. Some of them like hanging upside down, taking off of a ship or flying over Germany. I mean, that was probably a walk in the park compared to what they went through.
Yeah.
And so, yeah, I mean, I had that perspective a little bit, but I was like, man, still, this is a little unsettling. But I was glad to be back. And the wife's mom watched the dogs and stayed around for some Thanksgiving. So it was good. It was good. Watched the parade. I was looking for you.
Never in my life. Never. Not once.
Dude, some of those balloons look pretty sad. It was like,
that's what I heard.
Yeah, it looked like Snoopy was not going to make it through the whole parade. I mean, he was like, had an arm dragging, and he wasn't even flying that high.
Yeah.
But
I don't even, bats are nocturnal. So I don't even get up to see it. Yeah, it's not my best hour in the morning.
I gotcha. I got you. All right, well, let's get on into our fig talk because I mean, there's been a lot going on in
Yeah,
the last month. You've been especially busy. You went to Legions
yeah,
Con, so talk to us about that.
a lot of fun, a lot of like something. A guy that's talented like you like to you have a little more creative than me. You'll customize and you'll write and stuff like that, and um, that's like never mind the actual Mythic Legions, but like you walk into this giant room. It's in a hotel, and the creative community just blows your mind.
Right.
All the Mythic Legions they're made to be customizable and repainted and people with the 3D printed head sculpts and it's mind blowing. It
Yeah.
really is. I felt like 2 days is not enough
Really.
to see everything there.
And it
It
just
was
keeps getting bigger and better every year, huh?
yeah. Well, this is my first year.
Yeah.
And one thing that they have that a lot of other fandoms don't have is they have a tight knit community,
Yeah.
and you will hear that to a man. Uh, it's all about the community. It's all about helping each other find a figure, find a part, or find a dial. There was dial makers there. There was customizers there. There was um, yeah. It's a great community. It's
Yeah.
really
Four Horsemen, they've really started something, and I mean, and they do it so well. And part of it is, they make a great product,
yeah.
but they listen to their audience. Hey, could you do this? No problem. We'll make it just like this. We'll even show you how to take one of our figures and take the
Yeah,
parts off this figure and that figure and make
pop
something
and
totally
swap.
brand new.
Yeah,
It's crazy. And
they
then,
are fully invested in the community. Like I saw all those. I mean, before it's a bunch of guys, but I saw all of them there on the floor
yeah,
talking to fans and just mingling with the crowd. And yeah, they
yeah,
don't shy away from the community at all.
it's
They're
cool.
right in it, knee deep.
Yeah, because honestly, they're just like us. They're just kind of,
Yeah,
you know, they're fans too.
yeah,
Um, and they're, not just the mythic legends. Now they're getting into what is it, the cosmic
cosmic.
legion?
Yeah,
Yeah, I mean, they're just going full crazy. Um, so you sent me some photos. These are
yeah,
items that you picked up at the convention.
yeah. Everything I sent is something that I have right here on my table. So,
Okay. So first up
and
was this dude.
yeah, I just his name is Canix something or other.
This looks like a cosmic legion, right?
That's a Cosmic Legion, yeah.
Yeah.
Right, here's his box. Canox Vol. And I just thought he was super cool with the cybernetic leg and the mace, and he just looks like a badass.
Yeah, he does look cool. And
Um,
how tall is this dude?
I guess almost 7 inches tall.
Okay. So yeah, he
Um,
can scale and go with pretty much
yeah,
anything.
anything. Um, it's a really nice looking figure. There are some articulation problems with this figure that are not everyone has the same problem. Same dislikes with this particular guy. His joints are a bit loose.
Hmm.
Like that cybernetic leg, the way you see it there, I have it twisted the other way. Like I have it, can't see it really, but I have it twisted like this as opposed to straight up and down.
Okay.
Because if you have it this way, the regular way, he falls over
Okay.
like he's heavy. So to support it, I do it like that.
Yeah.
And the wrist pegs are super loose. Like he can't hold the mace with one hand because the wrist will just spin around.
That mace looks pretty heavy. So
It is,
yeah.
yeah. But people were telling me about some fixes. You could put some kikis or maybe some people said stuff a little, I don't know, paper or tissue in there, very little, and
Hmm.
so there are some fixes for this. I just haven't done it yet. I haven't gotten around to it.
Yeah, I've seen that Kiki. I don't know what it is. Some kind of joint glue or
Yeah,
adhesive that people just put a little dab in there and
yeah,
flex the joint, and it's good to go. I need to
yeah.
find some of that. I've got Captain America right here who he does the Michael Jackson lean all the time.
Oh, okay.
His 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 right ankle is just like can just do like this.
Somebody was telling me what the Kikis is actually made of, and it's something that you could like buy at Home Depot. I forget what product it was. I think it's something for the floors, or I don't know. I don't
Yeah.
want to say, but whatever.
Okay.
Um,
Next up with this was this awesome looking knight dude.
yeah. So this was the Valiant Knight, big deal figure, apparently. Um, he was unannounced, dropped day one at the con,
Oh wow.
$35. Um, and apparently he features and well for whoever's watching it doesn't know, I'm new to Mythic Legions as of this year, so I'm still feeling my way around. But this figure apparently has some new articulation, new range or more range, and he's able to get some great poses.
Yeah.
So everyone is really excited by this figure. It will be available in 2024. But this was the first, if you're at Legion's Con, this was the first time he was available.
And that's another cool thing that the horsemen do at the Legion's Con. It's like as an extra incentive to come to the con, they're going
Yeah,
to drop some surprises and they're going to give you some exclusives that
yeah,
either aren't going to be available or won't be available for quite some time.
yeah.
Kind of like, this 2-pack. I mean, this
So
is freaking awesome.
there's a story behind this 2-pack. Walter the Mad. So apparently the guy, this is like a tribute 2-pack to the guy that started the Mythic Legions Cabal Facebook group. His name is Walter. And yeah, so I guess they did a tribute to him. Um, one Legion, one Mythic Legion, one Cosmic Legion.
Mm-hmm.
It comes with the Cabal T-shirt. You could see in the picture, in the middle right of the screen.
Mm-hmm.
So that's pretty cool. I don't know if these will be available at any other time, but yeah, right now it's a con exclusive. So the the what is that? The skeleton guy is, I think, an army builder type figure, and the Cosmic Legion guy is brand new.
So he looks like he could team up or go against the cybernetic guy
Yeah,
the first guy you got.
exactly. Um, they use this body on another character with the Cosmic Legion, but
Okay.
yeah. So I mean, it's still first wave new. So
Gotcha.
they gave you, I think, 4 heads with these figures and a bunch of weapons, a bunch of hands. And it's really cool. I like this Cosmic guy much more than the Skeleton guy's kind of plain for me, but Cosmic guy is really cool.
Cosmic guy can go with your Kriegs, right?
No, because my Kriegs are on the way out the door. So yeah,
Oh.
if I could get them out the door, they would be gone already.
All right. Next up is this is
Oh
a vampire army
yeah,
builder dude.
Vampire Knight Army Builder.
Dude, this guy's
Uh,
awesome. I'm all about the vampire. What is it? The Blood of Ithlia or something like that?
Something to that effect. I have a
Something.
bunch of them, Gramps. I have, I don't know, 6 of these vampire people. So yeah, I have
Yeah.
a bunch of them. I love that. I don't know, whatever they're, brood or whatever they are.
Yeah.
Um, I think this guy's like an army builder. I don't know. I grabbed one. I like it. I'm really happy with it.
Yeah. He looks really cool.
Um, while we're on the vampire thing, let's talk about the guy in red. If you got that picture.
This dude?
Yes, that is Vorgus Vermilius the second,
Okay.
and he was another Legion Con exclusive.
Oh, yeah.
He's a vampire guy, but I don't know. There's a whole website, run by the Horsemen that explains everyone's backstory, like every figure's backstory, or every, I don't know what they call them, whatever. Uh, um. Anyway, so he came with an exclusive head.
Okay.
He's gonna come out again later this year, but he came with this clear head.
Oh.
This is a re-release. It's on another figure that I have. In white, vampire, but
Mhm.
this one is clear. Looks really cool. I changed the head because it came with like three head sculpts,
Right.
including this one. And it's got like this blood armor on.
Yeah.
So
That looks sick.
it's badass.
I'm all
He's
about
gonna.
the vampire guys. I want all those.
Oh yeah, so me and you are on the same page there. Yeah.
But I got to get some guys for them to go against,
Mm-hmm.
like this dude. This
Yeah.
looks like this Templar Knight dude.
Templar Knight. I think this is an army builder. Could be wrong. I don't know. I don't care. He looks cool, so I got him. And my friend is gonna sell me another one. There's another version, same body, but he has like a black tunic with a
Okay.
white cross.
Oh, and that's another thing with these Mythic Legions is that, you got the plastic, especially with like the armor, you got the plastic mold, but then they have soft goods on a lot of their
Yeah.
tunics or capes and stuff like that. And it just looks so good.
Yeah.
So good.
Did we talk about the Mask of the Red Death? Was that last month?
Yeah, we talked about that
Oh,
on the
okay,
last
good.
episode.
All right, good.
Yeah, that's
I
a
have
definitely
that
must
guy.
have.
I have him sitting here as well.
Yeah.
That's.
So,
I'm really enjoying this line.
yeah, they do a really good job. And they're you've got the Headless Horseman coming, right? Did you get that
I
one?
have it sitting over here. Yeah, and I love it. Absolutely love it.
You got the second version with the
Second version with the
Yeah.
green.
Yeah.
flame.
I
Yeah.
kind of wish they'd put that one out first.
Dude, I've heard more than one person like wanting to. They like the green head sculpt, but they like the body on the other one, and
Mm-hmm.
they want to do. A friend of mine wants to do a pop and swap, and combine or whatever.
I mean, that is one. I got the original version whenever they put it out with the Figura Obscura cell, and it's one of my favorite. I mean, I'm a huge fan of that whole story,
Okay.
and even that movie. I want to come back up, and next time I want to visit, I want to go up to Sleepy Hollow. What's it called? Like Torytown or something like that. Anyway, just right up north of Manhattan up there. I want to see all of that. Especially, I want to come up during the October spooky time. But yeah, that second version with the glowing green effect on the horse and the horseman just looks so good.
Let me walk over and get that real quick.
Okay.
Yeah, I had man, let me tell you, it came in
It's big, isn't it?
Yeah, and it came in like the day before Legions Con, so I was just busy with some personal stuff here at home and work and Legions Con, and I didn't even get to mess around with it.
Yeah.
Um, but yeah, it just looks so cool.
You know what
The
I need to
purple and
do?
the green.
I need to send you one of those green swords that I got. I don't know
Where'd
if
you
you
get
saw the
that?
photo. I ordered it off eBay. I ordered some
Okay.
stuff off eBay, and they threw it in just as an extra. On my Instagram, I did, during Halloween, I did my little spooky dark nightmares things, and
Yeah.
the guy gave me one of those green swords, and I was like, you know what, this looks like a kryptonite sword. Maybe I can just
Yeah.
have a horseman chop off Superman's head with this. So that's what I did.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, you did an awesome picture. That's right.
So I need to send that to you because it kind of matches that glowing green effect that you got
That would be
there.
cool. Yeah, thanks. Yeah.
So that was Legion's Con, and
Yeah.
you know, I'm sad that I didn't go. Maybe next year I can go.
I hope you do because it's so much fun. I met a lot of YouTube friends and Instagram friends, and
Yeah, I saw that.
a lot of people from the community were there. So it was
Where
definitely
did they
fun.
have that at?
In New Jersey. New
Oh,
Jersey.
Jersey.
Yeah. Hey. Tommy
Tommy
DeVito.
DeVito.
Next year I'm gonna do a hotel and stay over one night.
Ah,
This
that's
year I
smart.
did, yeah, it's $169. It's not bad. Yeah, this year I drove, back and forth, New Jersey
Mm,
to New York. It was too much.
right. Next year you're gonna take like a shopping cart with you.
Oh my God, bro. It's disgusting. The talent of these people is like mind blowing.
I saw some dude, and I think I may buy one. There are vendors there that are doing stuff other than just like Mythic Legions. They're
Yeah,
like
yeah,
diorama makers and all this stuff.
yeah.
And this dude, it was really cool. He had, I think they were 3D printed like comic book titles, you know.
That's Deep Lake Makes. That's a friend of mine. Uh,
Yeah.
oh,
And I mean, it was really cool because you can pose them up in your photo and it looks like a comic book.
he and he does custom work. Where is it? It was here. No, it's not. Oh, there it is. Okay. Yeah, he does custom work like logo stuff, and let's see. I'll take this out of the bag. This is what you're talking
Yeah,
about, right?
exactly. That.
Yeah, Deep Lake Makes.
Yeah. It looks so
Uh,
good. That's actually
that,
my favorite Batman title
oh, this one?
comic.
Yeah.
But yeah,
Oh,
yeah. So I mean, he has things like that you can like prop up in your photo, and it looks like a comic book cover.
yeah. Yeah.
So
It's
I thought that
great.
was really smart. And he had a
Yeah.
Daredevil one that looked really good, and Spider-Man one.
And all like the toy logos from the 80s, Kenner and Mattel, and all that stuff.
Yeah. So I thought that was really good. All right. We also talked about, well, I mean, we're recording this on, I think, a Wednesday.
Yeah.
But we just went through the whole Black Friday and now Cyber Monday. I must have deleted, I don't know, 9,000 emails about all this Black Friday, Cyber Monday stuff.
Mhm.
But you sent me some photos of some awesome deals that you picked up
I got a
here.
couple. Nothing crazy.
Where did you get this?
This one I got from Amazon. I'm looking for the box. It
Who
is
makes this?
okay. I'll show you. It is Boring Toys, and it's called the Bruce Armory 2.0.
Cool.
Obviously, this is from the Christian Bale Nolan trilogy. The suit is removable. It's one piece. It's kind of like a statue, which is fine. You take out the suit, it lights up.
Hmm.
The batteries are in there already. They work. Some of the accessories are removable,
Mm-hmm.
and they're double-sided. They're not. They didn't. It doesn't seem like they cheaped out on this thing. It was $35. I think regularly might have been like 55.
Really?
But yeah, and you could use it with any Batman. Just I get it. The accessories don't all match up, but whatever. Who cares?
Right. And the quality is good?
Yeah, yeah. It's
Wow.
really nice, man.
Cool.
Everything. The doors open. There's three trays in the front, and two of the trays on each side move. It's cool.
I have to pick that up.
Yeah, I'll send you the link.
You got that on what, Amazon?
Amazon, yeah.
Wow. I'll look that up. You sent me some photos of some Marvel Legends that you picked up. Jean Grey. Or actually, I'm sorry, Rogue.
Rogue, yeah.
Why did I say Jean Grey? I don't know my X-Men very much. I'm not a big X-Men, but yeah, Jean Grey. Oh shit.
Rogue. Yeah, not Jean Grey. Yeah, Rogue. I don't know. It was. I think I got it for $17.
Yeah.
So it was. The sale wasn't that. Whatever. It was all right. A couple of bucks.
And this is the animated version.
Yeah, but it fits in with the comic version or whatever.
And you picked up this dude. What's his name? Crossfire.
Yeah, Crossfire. He reminded me of an old friend of ours, Deadshot.
Right.
From DC Universe. And
I think it's funny how DC and Marvel, I mean, they literally take the same character and change the name or whatever.
One of the biggest ones is Deathstroke and Deadpool.
Right.
Deathstroke is famously, Slade Wilson, and Deadpool came along, about 20 years later, Wade Wilson.
Right.
Whatever. But yeah, I don't know. I thought this was, I don't know. For $17, I thought it was cool, and some character I could give a bunch of guns to and whatever.
You also sent me this guy.
Yeah, Ripper.
He looks awesome.
Yeah. Oh man, I grabbed the. I'm waiting on the other Dreadnought. I forget the blonde guy's name.
Yeah, I want all the Dreadnoughts.
Because you could use them as like thug characters too. They don't have to necessarily be Dreadnoughts. If you're doing Daredevil or Batman or whatever it takes, they come in handy.
Yeah, they definitely look like some redneck street guys that you just get to start some shit in a bar or something.
There you go. Yeah.
What I picked up on, I guess it was Cyber Monday.
Mm-hmm.
Like I said, I'm not big on X-Men, but I love the look of this Mezco Cyclops. This was $50.
I paid full price. So.
Yeah, and it has light up features for his eyes. You told me it has light up features. Yeah. I actually got this because I want to see. I need a figure to make a custom bullseye.
Okay.
And this kind of looks the same size wise, and the boots and gloves. But then you told me that his head and neck
the neck is a problem. Because the neck is like a lamp almost. Like the light is literally in the neck piece. So yeah, you don't get the front, back, side to side movement. his head just spins around, you know.
Maybe
Still a
I'll.
good figure. I mean, I
Yeah,
love this look for Cyclops, so this is my favorite look for him.
yeah. And then I was thinking maybe I can paint top of his head skin colored, and he can be a mutant for
Hmm.
DKR Batman. I don't know. I just thought $50. That looks like a deal to me. I'll
Comes
take it.
with the tin and everything, you know.
Oh,
It
really?
was a previous exclusive, so it was, you know, like a almost a deluxe figure.
Wow.
And listen, you know, you could ask. I mean, there might be a way to switch the neck piece. I don't know. So it's worth it, you know, worth a shot.
I'll have to talk to our friend Tic Tac Customs.
There you go. Yeah, he would know.
He knows exactly what to do.
That guy, I've been keeping in touch with him, has not slowed down since he's been on
No,
the show. I mean,
no, not at all. I mean, he makes some of the most creative Batman things.
yeah,
He does not stop. His brain
no,
is just Batman all the time. He's
yeah, I like that. Definitely like that.
this was an I'll show you another figure that I was kind of on the fence about because one, I don't know much about him, but
Hmm.
everyone just talks about how much they love this figure. They love this figure. And I was like, okay, well, one of the online retail companies, they had like 25% off everything in stock and free shipping. So I was like, you know what? I could do that.
Hmm.
And I picked up the Mezco Morbius.
Might be in my top 10. Uh, might be.
Really.
Yeah,
I mean, I love the
yeah,
vampire head sculpt. I was actually looking like on eBay, you know how people will part out the
yeah.
figures. I was looking for the heads and the hands.
Okay.
And by the time I'd priced those out, I'd find them. I was like, man, I should just
Just
have
buy
the
the
whole
figure.
figure and the accessories for $20 more. Uh, so that happened. That was my two Cyber Monday deals that I jumped on.
Yeah, he comes with first of all, the head sculpts are awesome. And then he comes with that briefcase. It's like a mobile laboratory type deal,
Mm-hmm.
which is again, that's something you could use with other characters or
Yeah.
whatever. You know, Batman, you have Batman at the crime scene or his mobile laboratory. I mean, because it lights up, it comes with like a beaker or something, and you know, you could just do whatever. Um,
Right.
Earlier we were talking about the Mythic Legions vampires, and if you wanted to do something with, I don't know, Batman and Morbius and Daredevil and the Legion's vampire, I mean, you could, you know, yeah, I'm just the ideas guy. I haven't been doing toy photography for a while. I'm full of
No,
big ideas though.
yeah, no, I like those ideas because I have the same ideas.
There you
I'm
go.
looking at some vampires right now, and because you know that fits into the Batman mythos. You know,
Yeah.
um, gosh, I just got I don't I had it somewhere on my desk. I just got this awesome vampire Batman head sculpt.
Okay.
Um, it came in after Halloween, unfortunately. I was going to make some photos of it, but you know that just fits into the whole the whole vibe of Batman. So yeah,
Is it
definitely
like a Red Rain head sculpt or did you
kind
show it
of.
to me?
I may
I
have.
feel like you might have showed it to me.
I'll try to find it.
Yeah.
I'll try to find it. I found the green swords.
Oh, cool. Awesome.
So
Yeah, if you don't want it, I mean, sure.
um, well, that was pretty much what I got for Cyber Monday, and what you got.
Did
Um,
nothing on vacation while you were in Florida? No, you didn't get to peek around the corner at the Targets or Walmarts over there?
No, I didn't really have much
I know
time.
you get in trouble for
We
doing
were,
that.
well, we were where we were staying. One, we didn't have a rental car, and it
Oh,
was
okay.
just literally right on the beach. I mean, we fished one day. We went to the beach and the pool and stuff. I mean, I needed a vacation. This is my
Okay,
first
yeah.
vacation in like 3 years,
Wow.
and so yeah, I was just kind of letting everything, stress and work stress and everything just by the wayside. I needed to get away. Not that I wasn't keeping in touch and doing a little shopping on my phone the whole time, but but yeah, I wasn't doing any fig hunting on vacation.
No bombs going off while you're on vacation.
No,
That's
no,
good.
exactly. That's always a good thing. Just a hurricane.
It's just natural disasters.
Just natural disasters coming in. I forgot videos on my phone. It's crazy. So I wanted to get into some other figures that we've been showing each other, part of our hauls over the last month and so. Obviously, this is a big one for me. I'm really excited about it. I got this
Okay. Yeah.
McFarlane's Hawkman. I love Hawkman.
Me too.
I sent you that text and I was like, oh man, I grabbed the Hawkman, and you were like, which one? And I was like, what do you mean? And you're like,
Oh man, I feel bad.
and then you show me this one, which is even better.
Sorry. Yeah, I feel bad.
And I was like, what is that? Where did that come from? This is like their platinum version that
yeah, which I don't know.
Where did that even get sold through?
It was in stores. Yeah, platinum edition collector. So anyway, some dude that I think his name is, I don't want to say. Anyway, a friend of mine that I follow on Instagram
Yeah.
had it up for trade. I forget what he wanted. And I was like, dude, I don't have the figure, that you want, but I really want that. Like, can I just buy it from you? And I'm thinking, it's 30 retail, so I'm like, maybe he'll ask for $50 or whatever. I want it. Like, I love Hawkman. And this guy came back to me and said, I just sent me 29 shipped.
Wow. Because that thing is
What?
selling for,
You
I've
kidding me?
seen up to $90 online.
Yeah, such a nice dude from South Dakota, I think it is. The first person I ever talked to from the Dakotas, and I mean, he packed it up nice and sent it out to me. I opened it because I'm not a fucking
Well, I'm just super excited that they even made the figure.
Yeah.
Because Hawkman doesn't get enough love, man.
No.
He's very underrated, very under the radar.
One of my big wants in movie fandom is a Hawkman movie, but very serious, very like gladiator-like take on Hawkman.
Yeah.
With the dust and all the mace and the whole.
Yeah.
That I've made the movie in my head several times.
Yeah, and I mean, I really liked the last comic run that he had, on his solo title.
Okay.
It's very cool because Hawkman has always been one of these DC characters that they've messed with and screwed around so many times with his origin and mythos and all that, and it's just very confusing. But
yeah,
the newest writer, and I don't have his name on the top of my tongue. I think it's Robert Venditti or something like that.
Okay.
He kind of pinned it all in a nice, neat bow and said, Hawkman is not just a traveler of time, but also time and space.
Mm-hmm.
And that's why he's, he dies and he's reincarnated and he's a
Yeah.
Thanagarian, or he's an Egyptian, or he's a white guy, or he's a black guy,
Yeah.
It's not just, so that was kind of cool how they kind of,
Yeah.
pinned it all together.
I love it. And how, like you're saying, wherever he is in time and space, he always meets Shayera or Sheila. I forget. I don't know how you
Right.
pronounce Cheryl. And they always meet their lovers, and they always, whatever reality, they always come together. So I think that's a cool,
Yeah.
story for Hawkman, Hawkwoman, or Hawkgirl, whatever.
Yeah. Those two souls are destined to always be together. Now they may not like each other at first, but then they eventually realize, okay, yeah, this is who I'm supposed to be with, and then they go upon their escapades. But yeah, I have the regular version.
Yeah, that's cool too.
So he's really cool. I'm gonna have to modify him a little bit. For some reason, he has one blue glove and one brown glove, and I think I'm just gonna make it where he has just like flesh colored hands.
Okay.
I've got a couple of extra multiverse hands that I can kind of put in. But yeah,
I was really happy with the way this figure turned out, because I again, like, we both like Hawkman so much, and I bought the movie Hawkman from Black Adam, and it's a nice figure, but the helmet and the wings, there wasn't a lot of clearance. So the helmet, the wings would bump into the helmet. But here, they gave it plenty of clearance. So.
I'm looking for some articulated wings. I know the previous, was it DC Direct or Mattel? He had articulated wings that would actually fold out,
Really?
So I'm looking for some way, and I've been looking at some Mythic Legion guys, maybe see if they had any articulated wings that would work.
They do, but bat wings, I know for sure, because I have one figure.
Well, they got the bat wings, but
I don't know. Yeah, that's a great idea, though. That would be, wow. That'd be cool.
Yeah, that's what I'm looking for, to go on him. He may actually get a haircut too.
Yeah, a buddy of mine was mentioning that as well. Like, the hair on this one, it's the same as the one you have. And it just doesn't like match up. But
anyway, those are all minor things. I still love the figure. The sculpt is awesome.
Yeah.
All right, what else we got? Oh, here's another big pickup of mine, and I'm really excited and happy about this dude. I showed you. I got the Super 7 Notorious B.I.G. Biggie Smalls. Dude, nice. This figure is nice. And I'm looking forward to doing some cool, I don't know, concert, rap photos, or just being a cool dude on the street,
Hey, he could be, he could be doing a concert on the street, and then something breaks out, and then Daredevil's got to come down, or Luke Cage, or you never know.
Never know, man. And the accessories on this are so cool. I mean, obviously he comes with, a microphone. He comes with the walking cane. Comes with some pair of sunglasses. Comes with the fedora hat, and then kind of I don't know what they call it, flat cap, 3 heads. Looks like a little champagne. Yeah, like a champagne glass. I don't know, man. I love, Biggie's music, and
cool.
Really happy, really excited about this.
Yeah, R.I.P. Biggie Smalls. Yeah, that got people were really happy with that figure from what I heard.
Really happy. I think they have an ODB about to come out too.
Yes, yeah, yeah,
Um,
yeah.
I didn't jump on that one at first because I wanted to see how this one came out.
Okay.
Because something about, it's one thing to do superheroes and then another thing to do like a real life adaptation of a real person.
Hmm.
And I wasn't sure how that was going to look. But with this one, I'm very satisfied. I may get the ODB as well. They've also got a Cliff Burton from Metallica,
Okay.
and I believe a Lemmy from Motorhead.
Yeah.
Um,
I
who
got
knows, man?
the Super 7 Ultimate figures are on sale on a lot of websites.
Yeah,
A lot. Yeah.
yeah.
Dude,
And I paid full price for all of mine.
I bought the G.I. Joe, the first wave of G.I. Joe. I spent direct from Super 7. I bought it 260 or something like that.
Right.
It's on sale today, right now. Entertainment Earth for like 109. All 4 figures.
Why do you think the price fell so bad?
I hear a lot of things,
Hmm.
a lot
Just
of
not
stuff.
selling?
Not selling, overpriced,
Hmm.
um, people that spend money on these things, like us, like generally prefer more articulation as opposed to less. And I picked up one of the Simpsons characters. This will tell you something about me. I picked up Mo, the bartender.
He's my favorite one.
I need Barney. I need them to make a Barney, and then I'm done. I am
Yeah.
done. But yeah, I
Yeah.
picked up Mo. It was $25. All right, fine.
Yeah. Yeah. It's so funny.
Yeah.
Oh man.
Mo Slizak.
Mo. Did you get the Mezco Justice League?
I did. The 2 figures to the right of Batman were in my house for no more than 48 hours. And they're off to better homes.
Yeah, this one was very polarizing. Um, once the in hand photos started coming out,
Oh yeah, my in-hand photos got sauteed on the internet.
yeah, yours were some of the first
Yeah,
to get reshared across multiple platforms, and
a lot of complaints attached.
yeah. So what's good and what went wrong?
Uh, I thought, all right, upon opening the box, I don't see what took so long. The Superman head sculpts look good. It's not a great likeness. It's better than the first one for sure. That's easy because that one was so bad. Um, the Flash figure is there's nothing wrong with it. I don't like the costume design, but the figure itself, I didn't see anything wrong with it. But it's a suit, a fabric suit with a rubber overlay. So, you know, I don't know what took so long with that. And then the Batman is basically the same Batman we got maybe 5 years ago or so, whatever it is. And the Batman head sculpts, which in my opinion, again, are the same. They look softer this time around. So,
Okay,
uh,
explain what you mean by softer. I mean, uh, like
the the features just look softer. The skin looks softer. Just
just not as
maybe
defined. I know that
not as defined. Maybe unfinished. I don't know. Just not
I
as defined.
yeah, I don't disagree with anything that you said. One thing that was weird was that for me on the Batman, what sold me on this 3-pack was the Batman. I mean, I love that it had like a darker, kind of a charcoal gray, almost black suit. Not fully black, but
no,
kind of a charcoal, darker than what the BVS suit was.
Yeah.
And on the promo photos, I could tell that those were digital renderings.
Yeah. Which Mezco does all the time. So that wasn't a surprise, right?
That was a concern, but I was like, man, this looks so good. I want this. Bought it. And then in hand, that suit is a really lighter, almost kind of a creamy gray.
Yes.
And it's not cloth. It's kind of a vinyl.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I mean, it's cloth with a vinyl overlay over most of it. It really threw me off. And then, like you said, I'm not 100% on even just the basic Batman head sculpt. To me, and I can get it out if you want, but to me, it almost looks like the space between the cowl nose and his lip is like super long. Like he has a really long, I don't know what this part of your face is under your nose. Your lip piece. It looks almost like a cartoon. It looks like I'll be, and this is no disrespect, it looks like a Tim Cell version of Affleck.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, no, I know what you mean.
That's what it looks like to me.
Exaggerated features.
Yeah, exaggerated. And I'm like, and I see all these people already just buying different head sculpts to put on it to fix it. And I'm like, man, I'm going to have to spend more money to make this figure what I want.
The Bruce Wayne head sculpt is the same. That's the same one that comes with Nightmare Batman. But it's not, again, it's not as defined. It doesn't look as sharp to me. I don't know. I could be wrong.
And they look like they went on vacation to Miami, Fort Lauderdale, and got sunburned. They're very orangey.
Yeah. I don't know what took so long. If this is what you were gonna put out, I don't know what took so long. And Superman, some people said it was short. I don't know.
He's my favorite of the three.
Okay.
And you know I'm not a Superman fan, but I was like, first thing I did was immediately take his head off and put on Solomon Kane's head.
Yeah.
I was like, man, this looks badass.
You can have your mullet Superman.
Yeah. I was like, I put on somebody else's head, you know, I was like, wow. Immediately I've already got like some alternate Kryptonians that could fight against people. And with the black suit, he kind of looks bad. Maybe he's, you know, maybe he could be Jor-El. Who knows?
Yeah. Yeah, I think we talked about that.
Yeah, you know.
You had sent me the head sculpt with the guy with the gray hair.
Yeah. I just put like who was that? Magneto. I put Magneto on his on there. Cool. Looked great. I was like, wow, I got Jor-El right here. So yeah, I mean that one was
the packaging I felt was disappointing because I don't know why I thought it was going to be 3 separate boxes and it wasn't. It was a 10. Whatever. I had sold Superman to a friend months ago. We agreed on a price, and the Flash went up on eBay, and it lasted a couple hours, and somebody snapped it up.
I think that's where he's going to end up for me too. And another thing that was really weird that bothered me about his suit, because I'm like you, I hate that Flash suit design.
Okay. I wasn't sure if you liked it or not.
No. But like the codpiece flap?
Yeah. No.
It's like
no.
And his ankles, you could never get him in like a real running position. His ankles
They don't do good ankles, Mezco. They notorious. Like,
But I mean,
they don't
his
do.
don't even like
Oh, they don't.
a
Yeah.
person's natural ankle will flex down when they.
Yeah.
His don't even do that. You
Oh.
can't even really get it past much more than a 90-degree angle.
I looked at the suit and I just boxed it up and he was gone. So
Yeah.
yeah.
I'm sure I'm about to send mine that way too.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's disappointing because I mean, it was not a cheap set.
No, but I mean, sooner rather than later, so at least you get, some of your money back or close to, his value, whatever it is, 80, $90.
Yeah, if I can get something for that, I mean, I don't even know if I'm going to keep the Batman for real.
Oh, okay.
So,
Well, that'll go. So that's an easy. Sell it to TikTok. He'll buy it and chop it up in a million pieces.
yeah, I mean, I see people where they're like already like blackwashing and painting the suit to get it to match what the promotional photo showed.
Yeah.
They're spending more money on head sculpts and capes. It's like, oh my God. If I have to spend that much, I should have just bought, one of those blank bodies and
Yeah.
got a suit
Yeah.
from, C4 Charles and done it
Made
myself.
it from scratch. Yeah.
But anyways, we're not going to
Yeah.
bash on that guy
No.
or that set too much.
But that's over and done with.
Yeah. Let's see, what else?
Did you get your Gotham by Gaslighting?
Not yet. He's on the way. I know that Dunk got his.
That's right, Dunk got his. Yeah, I don't even have shipping.
So, like in 2023, we've had 2 Mezco releases of Batman.
Yeah.
And I think both, well...
No, 3.
3?
89 Batman, the
89.
previous. Wait, Justice League Batman.
Justice League.
And Gotham by Gaslight.
Well, yeah, we've had 2. The first 2, in my opinion, and I think you share the same opinion, just disappointing. Just didn't hit the mark, especially 89.
Mm-hmm.
And then, like you said, why did it take 3 years to get this Justice League version? So I'm fingers crossed that Gaslight knocks it out of the park. I haven't seen
wings
any.
Are already different. I've seen that.
The wings.
The wings are different from the promo images. So.
Well, that's a bonus to me. I'm really more focused on the actual figure.
The figure, yeah.
Because that is one of my all-time favorite versions of Batman.
Yeah. I think the box looks nice as well. They took the cover image from Gotham by Gaslight, and that's the box image. And yeah, it's really so the packaging is cool.
Very cool. Yeah. Let's see what else. Oh, I showed you just today. I got this SH Figure Arts.
Okay.
Keaton in.
Yeah.
I haven't even. I mean, all I've done is cut the tape. So I haven't even taken him out of the box. You want me to do that now, or
do it because I heard some things. So
okay,
let's make it happen.
Let me take this out.
I have it on pre-order as well, so
So first, let me show the product images. So there he is.
Yeah,
looks very cool.
Not what I have seen.
That looks really cool. That looks
great. Yep.
That does not look like Keaton, but
no. But whatever, you're not gonna.
I'm really not buying it for the unmasked head. But anyway, here we go. Let's take it out.
I don't know if on the last show I showed that I got the Mafex Robert Pattinson.
Oh wow!
I don't know. I showed that.
Okay.
It's my third Pattinson Patty back.
So first thing is that he's just like I expected with figure arts.
Short.
He's short.
Yeah, that's
Shorter than a Marvel Legends.
yeah. Because I think figure arts are like true 1/12 scale, true 6-inch, and Legends are like 6.5,
Okay.
which is my understanding.
Okay. All right. So get him out. All right. Here's the figure. If you can see this.
How does the cow sit on the cape? Because that's something. Yeah, it doesn't. No,
All right, let
that
me kind of
laugh
get
is
him.
not good.
Yeah, you can see
Yeah.
that it.
Yeah. Man. I bought the SH figure arts of Patterson Batman, and I know some people didn't like it. I didn't have a problem with it, but yeah, I know I'm gonna have a problem with that already.
Okay. I
But I'm
already
gonna
know
get
that
it.
I'm probably going to be replacing this cape
Is it
because
wired?
well, here
Okay, that's
it
wired.
shows
Yeah.
that it's wired. It does have a wire in the cape, but the rest of it has a wire at the front piece. Oh, sorry.
But
Here.
the wire doesn't go all the way down.
It does, but it's
Then
the wire. Okay, I don't know how to explain this. The wire, this wire stops before it gets to underneath, so it's
gotcha.
really more of just a drop
Yeah.
cape. I'll be
Mm.
replacing that.
Yeah. Yeah, I have that. What else do I have? SH figure arts Darth Vader and figure arts Green Goblin. Um, so yeah, got those on the way.
Okay. Now, as far as the sculpt, I mean, the suit sculpt looks great.
Mm-hmm.
It's got 2, 3, 4, 5 sets of hands.
Okay.
2 extra batarangs. Now it does have for the unmasked head comes with this extra neck piece.
Gotcha. Okay.
So
How does that unmasked head look in person?
let's take it out.
And to be fair, I think he looked strange in the movie.
I did too.
Whatever wig they had on. I don't know.
I was like, why did they even bother giving him hair again?
Yeah.
I mean, can they not accept a bald Batman or a receding hairline Bat? He's supposed to be old.
Yeah, exactly.
Let's see. The promo photo shows this.
Yeah.
It actually looks better,
Okay.
in my opinion. Of course, you know, I'm going blind, so I've got to hold it out here. I mean, it's workable.
All right.
It's workable. That definitely looks better than what that image showed. But yeah, that cape is going to need some work.
Needs help.
Yeah. Luckily, I've already invested in about 3 or 4 different capes. But this This is a much shorter figure.
You know, something that we didn't talk about that really took the Mezco community by storm is the Muff Toys head sculpt
Oh yeah.
for the Batfleck. And I know Muff Toys did one as well for Pattinson, the SHF, and maybe the McFarlane. I know they did like 2 different versions. So again, not that you want to spend more money, but you know, who knows? They may come up with something.
Yeah, either that or I'm gonna have to learn how to sew capes.
Well, I'm in the same boat. I have it going to my. I think I bought it with Hobby Link Japan, or pretty sure it's Hobby Link Japan. And I have it going to. They have a pile of loot thing, so I'm gonna ship it at some point. And yeah, whatever. It's Batman. So.
Yeah.
And it's the 89 they did was unacceptable, but this seems to be slightly better. So.
Yeah. I think I like the cow look. It's just the way that it
sits.
The way it sits off. It's almost like these things are floating. I don't know.
Yeah, I wonder if there's a fix for that.
That was my one gripe with that suit in the movie is like, why did they have to go and change that classic cow look from the 89 and Returns? I mean, that works so well. I don't know. Who knows? Anyway, moving on.
Yeah.
Oh, I know I already showed you, but I'm really excited and really happy about this little custom modification that I did on a Marvel Legends Spider-Man. I got that. What is that? Japanese Spider-Man figure.
Oh yeah. That's fucking great.
And then found out that 3D Customs, the guys 3D Customs made a 1977 Spider-Man set with the head, the wrist web shooter, and the belt that has the cartridges, because that is my Spider-Man.
Oh man, I love it.
And this was the image.
Yeah, there it is.
So that figure, the red on the suit is actually kind of an orange, right?
It is. That's what I have the figure, and people have said that it leans a little orange.
Leans a little orange. It's kind of a blood orange.
Yeah.
So I had to take some red paint and very, thin it out with water, and then kind of give him a red wash. And I don't mind that it kind of, it kind of looks like the 70s show. It's not a perfect suit.
Yeah.
But this is the Nicholas Hammond Spider-Man.
There you go. Oh man, I love it. I love it so much.
Even the goggles have like kind of a wire mesh on the lenses.
Yeah. So real quick, a couple of months ago, I was lucky to be on Toying Around show, YouTube show with Kevin, and he asked me, what Batman would you want them to make that you don't have? And I didn't have an answer. I have every Batman I could ever want. But so my answer was, I would prefer a Nicholas Hammond Spider-Man as opposed to a Batman. I have like 10,000 Batmans downstairs. But man, if you could get me that Nicholas Hammond Spider-Man, I'd be a pig in shit. So yeah, when you showed me that you bought the set and stuff, like that's great, man. I love it. I love it. I love it.
I've been on a high ever since. I mean, I've had him posed around different parts of the house. My wife is like, "Why are you? What is going on with you and Spider-Man?" I'm watching the old show on YouTube. They've got all the episodes on YouTube. I'll watch all the. She's like, "What is up with you and Spider-Man now?" I was like, "You don't know.
No, this is my childhood.
This is it right here." I mean, she's like, "This looks terrible." I was like, "Hey, this is what I grew up on."
Dude, I mean, when you were a kid, that was like, oh my God.
This is the guy
I thought it was the best thing.
Yeah, this is the guy that made me put red underwear over blue jeans and galoshes and run around going swinging off ropes, man.
Oh man. Yeah, me too. Me too.
I agree. I mean, give me a true. I mean, that's about as close as I'm ever going to have, probably.
Yeah, that's for whatever reason. It's a shame too. I don't.
But I'm glad to see that.
Issues.
Well, yeah. For one thing, I always read where Stan Lee did not like the show.
Oh. Okay.
Because one, he wasn't a teenager. He wasn't fighting Marvel villains. He was just kind of going gangsters and stuff. I mean, he's like ninjas. But I was like, they didn't have the technology and the budget to make Green Goblin and all these wackadoodle villains at the time.
On different shows, it would be like the same shot of him climbing over the roof.
Yeah, I was like, I can't tell you how many times they showed like where he finally gets his web shooter and he shoots like this flagpole. They must have shown that shot how many episodes? Oh my God.
It comes out like a net. Like,
yeah. We're just going to use that shot again. Throw that back in there.
But man, as a kid, you couldn't tell me anything. I wouldn't hear it. I loved it.
Loved it.
Yeah.
There were actually talks of them doing a Spider-Man and Incredible Hulk movie.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. But
that's another one. I mean, if they could do a Lou Ferrigno sculpt or figure.
I found one.
Really?
I found one.
Wait, because there's a guy that does statues. You're talking a head sculpt though?
I'm talking a head sculpt. Like these dudes with 3D printers now are making our dreams come true.
Wow.
And I found it. So
I never saw that.
Now I need to find the body. I may just do like one of those blank muscular bodies.
Mm-hmm.
Because I don't think Marvel Legends would have the right look for a Ferrigno Hulk.
Yeah.
They're just too massive. He still needs to look kind of like just a bodybuilder.
Yeah.
But
man, that stinks. They don't have the rights to that or whatever. Good times for sure.
Last thing I wanted to show that I've gotten recently was this Cobra. What do they call it? The Crimson Strike Team. Baroness.
I this. I feel like they did a great job with the Baroness.
Dude.
Yeah.
Amazing. One, it comes in this case. It looks like a briefcase. And this is like embossed, so the Cobra kind of stands up. And they I can figure out how to.
Did you get Chuckles?
No.
No, because there's a correlation between Chuckles and that set.
Yes, because you open this set, and it's like a briefcase.
Yeah.
And it shows Chuckles right here making off with. This is why they're mad, but it shows him taking off with, I guess, the
files or whatever.
The files, yeah.
Yeah.
But this opens up like a communications computer, briefcase, whatever.
Okay.
You've got some kind of, looks like files and some gold.
Okay. That's cool.
And then you've got the figures.
Yeah, nice.
And yeah, I was a little worried with how Baroness would look on the promotional photos, but in hand, all three of them just look amazing.
Cool.
So really happy with this set.
Yeah, that's something I hope I can grab at a later date.
I guess I need to get the Chuckles guy.
Yeah, he's cool. Yeah. One last thing before we go.
Okay.
Yes. 'Tis the season.
Oh yeah.
I got my Christmas Batman. Comes with the comic book. And
is that a Page Punchers?
I guess.
Okay.
Yeah. I don't know what comic it is. There you go. Yeah. But got my Christmas Batman, so I'm ready.
That's cool.
Yeah. They had a red one and a blue one. So.
And where did you get that?
It's a McFarlane store exclusive.
Oh, very cool.
Yeah. Damn, you know what we didn't talk about? And we didn't even have pictures for it. It's a shame. Captain Carrot. I don't know where you sit with that, but I'm all for it.
I never know where you're gonna go.
Well,
you surprised me all the time, man.
Too, the other day.
You surprise me all the time coming out of left field with some of these picks. Yeah. Oh man.
Captain Carrot is a big 80s character. So.
Yeah, and another just you think of the thousands of characters that they can make, and they choose that one. So
it's sold out. On the McFarlane store, he was selling a case of 6, 5 regular Captain Carrot and 1 platinum, and that sold out. So people are hot for it.
So that's just gonna
if you see it, grab it. Yeah.
So you're saying that it's just gonna be a big scalper.
Yeah,
item?
Probably. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Well, if I see one, I'll grab it, and hopefully I can trade somebody for that Hawkman.
There you go. Yeah.
All right. Well, I think that's going to be a nice place to put a pin in it. So that was a lot of fun.
Yeah. It's good catching up.
Always.
Yeah.
Anything on your Christmas wish list?
No. No, I got treated good. I treated myself good this year. So no, I would prefer not to have any Christmas gifts and just prefer to give the gifts.
There you go. That's always good.
Yeah.
All right. Well, that'll do it for episode 41, Grumps and Gramps.
Yeah.
Thank you, everyone, for tuning in. Please leave a comment, subscribe, all that stuff. It really helps the show, and we appreciate it.
Have a happy holiday.
Happy holiday, everybody.
Yeah.